Hey, you guys. So this is like, I don't know, I think the third time that I've attempted to make this video. Um, Hopefully this will be the the final take. Um, so I've been working on all these Bohemian style journals for the last couple weeks, and I gotta tell you, like was kind of a struggle for me, just to kind of start bringing my ideas together and um, putting them all into something that I was happy with because honestly really I kind of struggled with it. So but I feel a lot better now, and I feel like they all turned out exactly the way I wanted them to. And anyway, so I'm pretty proud of them. Anyway, so I wound up with four of these like file folder journals that I'm not going to call them junk journals, just even though they do kind of have a little bit of like a junk journal feeling, at least on the inside of the book. Um, but really, these are just like writing journals. So these four are like a standard size traveler's notebook. So, like, right about, they're about 5 by 8, 8.5. Um, So I'm pretty sure they would fit into a traveler's notebook cover. Um, so each one is basically just like a patchworked or um, you know, cover. So there's pieces of silk that are just stitched together. This one happens to have some velvet on it too. And then I did stitch at least one applique um, from the sari silk, that I've had for a while now. Um, at least one applique on the front of each one. Some of them have one on the back as well. But and then each one's got a pocket on the inside front as well as the inside back. Very colorful, kind of playful, a little bit junky. I mean, that's kind of what's in my heart. So I did not use really any like ephemera in any of these books, um, other than maybe like some images out of a book or something. But I guess this one has like a postcard image or something on a piece of coffee dyed paper. But for the most part, not really any vintage ephemera. All of the paper is coffee dyed, except for some of the like, I guess you'd call it like art paper or whatever that I used as part of the signature. Um, First, I used one of the tags that I had made with like a little bit of a collage behind some acetate. I used at least one of those in each one, um, or two, here and there. It just depends. And then I basically just, folded some pieces of coffee dyed paper to insert in the pockets in the book. So each one has, probably average of 8 to 10 pockets. And in each one, there's just, some coffee dyed journaling cards. So, and then, the tabs are pieces of sari silk trim. And these are all stitched on with the sewing machine. So it's, kind of rustic and pretty. They feel really nice in your hand, and substantial also. Like, they're pretty thick little journals. Um, so there's that one. Kind of flipped through it, and I'm not really sure how I'm gonna identify these in the shop, but each one is so different that I think it'll be pretty obvious which one you're looking at or whatever. Um, this one's got and I just tied that in a knot. This one has an applique on the front, and a piece of sari silk trim stitched onto the edge on the front also. And again, pocket on the front and the back. Um, Coffee dyed paper in all of the pockets. Each one has the same number of pages. I can't remember exactly how many that is off the top of my head, but I'll put it in the listing. Um, just lots of different textures and colors, and fun and playful. And okay, so there's that one. I'm going to try not to make this video super, super long. I really just kind of wanted to show them to you guys. And then this one has a little bit of beads on the front here, a sari silk applique on the front. This one has a lot of metal work in it. And then there's another one that's on the back that kind of wraps around onto the inside back cover also. And all of the appliques are just very primitively, I would say, stitched on with embroidery floss. And then each one is held together with a piece of sari silk, or not sari silk, excuse me, seam binding that, is tied into a bow on the inside. So this one has a lot of like a teal, like this kind of teal color. Lots of little tabs. And you could use, you could attach charms on these, or embellish them in lots of different ways. There's a lot of possibility here. And I just added a couple little tags and stuff with some encouraging words throughout the book, here and there. So, but like I said, well, I don't know if I said, maybe not in this video, maybe in the other ones I said it, but all the paper is coffee dyed except for these like, art papers that didn't really need anything like that. So, yeah, so there's that one. And I think I'm going to do a separate video for the other ones that I've got. I was going to put them all together. I finished 7 altogether, but the other 3 are a little bit different. So this one I really like. I love the just kind of pale, like pink and orange, and this really pretty like powdery blue, and floral print silk. So there's an applique on the back of this one. It's like a heart shape, and then just a piece of like sequined sari silk trim on the front of this one, and they're all zigzag stitched together. Pocket on the front and the back, and then basically just more of the same. They're very similar. And there's some of my like jelly printed papers in these also. I didn't go too crazy with that, but I did want to use some of those papers because I've never actually used any of them in any of my journals. So, and then here's a little like collage, and the stuff that's in there is loose. That the little cutout and the word and the little metal pieces are all loose behind that acetate. So, and just some kind of interesting tags and stuff like that. So, yeah, little tabs, and again, no like ephemera necessarily in the book, but they could easily be turned into like a vintage junk journal, depending on what you want to do and what you like. So, yeah, so there's 4 of those, and these will be listed in my Etsy shop, hopefully within the next few hours. I have photographed them, so it shouldn't be too much work to get them uploaded. So, okay, so there's those 4, and then if you're interested, check my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description to my shop. And yeah, check them out. Okay? You guys take care. Love you. Bye.